annoyed.
What are you annoyed about?
Just spent 13 minutes and I was mute.
Oh, what? The podcast?
Yeah.
No, actually, no.
Wait, but you weren't recording your own voice.
Oh, no.
Oh, do we have to start over?
No.
We might actually have to start over.
We're not going to start over. Everybody.
Are you gonna dob yourself in?
No. I'm not. I'm not. Welcome to episode 82. We've all just poured our beers. We've done so much has happened.
I think you should dob over the
No, I
recording.
can't. I am
with
not
your
doing
own voice.
that. No, I have no feasible time to do this.
I can't believe it.
my
That's never
goodness.
happened before.
That's
the first time.
It has never happened before. And we had that
Cheers,
amazing...
Hamish.
Yeah, okay. Cheers, everyone.
Hey.
This is a first. This might actually become maybe a better episode because everyone hated all the bit beforehand.
Wow.
No, we still got to do it. We still got to tell people.
Oh, okay.
Right, so as a brief
stuff.
catch-up, Hamish and Trip chatted for ages. I didn't get involved. The first thing I said, I got told to shut up by Hamish. Then we poured some beers. Hamish has a Foster's. I've got a watermelon pale ale. And Trip's got a Northern Monk Stout.
I've got a Northern Monk Stout.
And to celebrate Sydney's to celebrate Sydney's amazing event, I brought Foster's.
Yeah.
And the winner of the 6 packs is Dot Roland.
And he or they are getting Crucible of War Unlimited 3 packs and Everfest 3 packs, which is the last of those boxes for now because we're moving on to Rosetta, which we got a really good deal on from the team at Thistle Tavern, one of our incredible sponsors. Patrons can get 10% discount on singles from Thistle Tavern, the Scottish single seller store from Aberdeen.
Awesome. What else?
I don't know. We're thrown now.
Well, no.
I've forgotten what I've said and what I haven't said.
This episode's a bit of a weird one. Anyway,
it was such a good start as well, and now we've thrown it away.
I know.
Oh well, can we reclaim
all that talk of Ethernet ports and everything?
Ethernet's out the window. We didn't. No, we can't. We can't talk of what.
We can't go back on that.
What is in the past? We must only talk about
what we should do. Is Hamish? You said you would like to change up the way we talk about our sponsors.
Yeah. Well, you already did.
Throw it in there.
All right, okay. So I was just going to shorten this up a little bit, right? You talked a bit about Thistle Tavern. We've also got our amazing partners, PCG, where you can get, which is a UK grader, and you get some benefits from being a patron in form of the vouchers. And you've got Metal Fab Tokens, which is an awesome token provider, to which you can get heads up on whenever we get some new tokens. And I have tokens that we can send out raw mail prices. All of our partners at Thistle Tavern, PCG, and Metal Fab Tokens are amazing. If you're Patreon, you get loads of discounts. And you should just check out their store and support them anyway. There you go.
Oh,
boom! We're in.
Slick, incredibly slick.
All right. Now, well, there's one thing we didn't miss out on. The most important part of the podcast: home news. Home news. Home news. Sorry, everyone. You thought we'd skip that? That is a no.
No chance.
That is a no. Simon, give us your news. What's going on at home?
Well, I actually went and played in a pre-release for Rosetta.
You play Flesh and Blood? Whoa.
I know.
Maybe we should leave it to the Flesh and Blood bit. But what about home news?
Home news. We've just harvested loads of tomatoes. I'm going to go and see Lincoln Park tomorrow in London.
There you go. That's some good home news. I like that.
Yeah.
Female front.
I'm actually really looking forward to the change up, and not obviously looking forward to the fact they had the change up, but the fact that they've done something a bit different and they're stepping out there.
Well, it's all about. They're very happy to work with her as an artist, and I think if they can get something creatively going on, awesome. It's just a new chapter, and you can either like it or not like it. I haven't actually heard a jam, but there is. He has got a very distinct voice. I can't remember his name. Chester, that's it. Chester's got a very distinct way of doing about it, and I don't think she's there to replace it. She's just going to be doing it in her style, and I'm sure it'll be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What about you, Trip? Stick on Trip.
I also went to a Flesh and Blood pre-release.
What about
Dark
your
Sphere.
home news?
Well, that's kind of what I did. I've been not doing too much the weekend.
No bottomless brunches.
No, because work's been quite busy, so I haven't had a bottomless brunch in probably like 2 weeks, to be honest with you. So it's been a while. Did go to the pre-release, that was great. I got the new Dungeons and Dragons Players Handbook. So if anyone's
Nice.
aware, they just updated the rules to D&D. So I did a bit of reading of that the weekend, which was pretty good. It's pretty interesting. The new book is very pretty. It's very good. And then apart from that, just chilled out. And yeah, nothing too crazy, to be honest. Looking forward to... Well, that's Flesh and Blood as well. I was going to say looking forward to the start of the ProQuest season, because I think that falls within the next 2 weeks. But that's on the agenda. But maybe we'll talk about that later on.
I think we should do a What's Hot.
Oh!
Whoa.
No wonder we needed to cut the first 10 minutes off the podcast. So we actually have space for what's hot, what's not in the year of our Lord 2024, where there's a million heroes.
That's true.
But Hamish, what have you been up
to? Space Marine 2.
We mentioned this before, didn't we?
I did, yeah. I've been battling the Xenos and Heretic race for the Emperor, and it's been very largely enjoyable because it's been a little while since I found a computer game that me and my brother play. And when we both get into a game, it's the most fun times for me to play a video game. But me and him, we're not moaners. We just want to get it's just we're both exactly on the same wavelength with playing it. So I've been really enjoying it. I've been playing it with a couple of. I managed to jump on with Rob Catton as well, a Flesh and Blood player. So me and him have been killing Tyranids for the Emperor. It's been really, really fun. That's kind of it.
Sick.
And just,
Oh, I didn't mention this last time because we had already short. I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3 Honor mode.
Well, we knew that. You've been playing Baldur's
Gate 3.
But that was like
I started
episode
playing
60.
Honor mode, so if your party dies, your save gets wiped, which is pretty great. So it's like hardcore. And it's Diablo. And the difficulty is upped a lot, and it's so much better. If you just want to say, if anyone has not played, that should be the way it's played. Because the tension is so, because you sink like 60 hours into a playthrough, and there's just moments where you're like, if my party wipes, I've just lost 60 hours of my life, and that hits different.
But if the whole party doesn't go, can you bring it back?
You can revive. Yeah, you can. If you can save one guy, you can revive. So I was like fighting like a mummy lord necromancer in the third act, and my entire party got essentially obliterated apart from one guy who I had to like run off. And then I was like, I could try and revive, but he was on like no hit points. So I was like, I could cast a spell and try and kill him. And I was like, I'm gonna go for and kill him. It's just so much more fun because there's actual stakes involved. And,
that's cool.
Yeah, I really.
You're giving me Diablo 2 hardcore mode flashbacks.
Genuinely,
right now.
The hardest part is the first act because you have like 10 hit points and your party will just wipe if you mess up. And then later on, it's much easier. So, but. Yeah, really recommend it if you like Baldur's Gate and you fancy a new playthrough. Definitely try doing Honor mode. It's so much more fun.
I feel like it's a crime, but I've never played Baldur's Gate 3.
I've not either, mate.
It's a big. It's not. I'll be honest with you. It's not a dad game. It's like you got to sink hours.
You need to sink so much time into it.
Yeah, but I've played Skyrim and Oblivion. I can sink. I play Elder Scrolls games. I've also played Dark Souls and Elden Ring are not like
true. You have sunk a lot of hours into those games.
Yeah, I mean,
it's great. I'm a big fan. I love it. I love D&D as well, so it kind of helps.
Yeah. I kind of looked at him for it does like a gas game, but I don't know.
It's always going to be there as well. Like I don't think you need to rush into it either.
Yeah.
Like it's you could play it in like 3 years' time and pretty much have the same experience.
Fair enough. All right, I'll...
Yeah, that's what I've been doing a lot of until I got too busy, and then I had to
Nice.
suicide. I also, did I tell you I played?
Oh, here we go. I thought for someone that had no home news.
Yeah, I know. I also played Sekiro because you guys said I should.
Oh,
play
you were
Sekiro.
talking about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I got to the final boss, and then I decided to stop playing. So now I will never complete it.
Hang on. What final boss?
I just the like standard path, right?
Is it Ganesha? Ganeshiro?
Yeah.
It's three.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I just kind of like stopped playing, and then I was like, oh,
you've lost.
Now I've lost the muscle memory. I'm never going to be able to beat this. I'm going to have to start from the beginning.
I actually don't know if that's true. Sometimes I can just leave Dark Souls for ages, and then you go, somehow I just seem to just clear things.
It's different though. Sekiro's different. It's just like there's a point. There was a point where I was like, oh, I can play it now. Now I get it. And it's so satisfying. But up until that point, you're just like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah, you get it. Yeah. I agree.
The like Megenshi counter thing.
It's just don't I tell you what, I am
like,
Simon, I am sorry. We are going to move on from this. But I just want to say that by playing a lot of Sekiro, and then I was adopting that sort of playstyle with Elden Ring when I'm trying to fight Radahn at the very, very end, and I was playing this way where I was trying to parry everything. That super helped out in Space Marine 2 because there is parry mechanics. And all my friends who are not playing Sekiro suck. And you've got to parry these tyrannies. Exactly. And when you do, it goes into a cinematic mode and you can shoot them in the head. To which then, if you get that right, you can get an execute. You've also got a dodge. It's Sekiro, basically. It's Horde mode and Sekiro mixed together.
That sounds way more interesting, actually. I didn't realize it had that kind of mechanic.
It's Gears of War style with Sekiro combat. Like, not total, but like you've got to get parries down to a fine T. Okay. And then with the cinematics of Gears of War.
That does sound more appealing than... because I'm not really a big Gears of War fan, so...
You'll like Space Marine. It's sick. It's so like for the Emperor.
I do like that aspect.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Brother. Let's talk
back in the room.
Let's talk about Flesh and Blood. We'll start this off with.
Can we talk
pre-release?
Pre-release. Can we talk about pre-release?
Absolutely, Simon. Hit us off.
How was your pre-release?
They were the first games of Flesh and Blood I played since Nationals. Believe it or not.
Right.
And I had a decent Florian pool, and I went 4-0.
That is Trip. That is there. I haven't played Sekiro all year.
Yeah,
I pick it up and I just do it. Yeah, that's the Simon plays Flesh and Blood.
Genuinely worried about that sealed format because
sealed sucks.
No. That's what I mean though. Like we had a couple of sealed, like Heavy Hitter sealed was all right.
It's not good. Sealed is never balanced. It's never meant to be balanced.
This feels like it's back to being unbalanced. But I have also drafted Rosetta a couple of times since, and I feel that's much more even.
Yeah.
But I enjoy the set. The artwork's fantastic. The hero choice is great. The dynamics between heroes is pretty fun. Like they've all got their like original piece that they want to do, and I've just really enjoyed the games, the back and forth of the games. Fun.
Yeah, fair. Trip, your experience of pre-release?
It was very fun. It was very, very fun. I agree with Simon. I like the cards. I think it's an interesting format. I had some very good games. I also had a really good Florian pull, like unironically. I think a lot of people played Florian because it's probably the simplest one to play, but I actually had a really good things like the arcane seeds and a lot of the big hitters, like a really nice. I was like really happy with the pull. Had some really good games. I won my first 2 games, and then I played Alex Price, who I've played at a lot of pre-releases, and they had an insane Verdance deck. It wasn't insane actually. They just played to their combo really well. So they got the Majestic, which was if you heal amp however much you healed. So they set up the the 2 cost heal 5, and then they were like heal amp, and then the card itself heals to like amp 6, and then dealt like 10 arcane damage with 1 attack, and it was this attack that then goes at the bottom of your deck if it deals more than its base in damage. So
Perennial Ether Bloom,
and then that card, that was the only card left in their deck that they could use to like basically deal damage to me at the end of the game. So it was just like a really and it was super back and forth, a really great game. They did get me with that, and I was like, this is a great game. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I thought it was really fun. And shout out to Darksphere, because their pre-release was basically like at cost. It was like cheaper than cost for packs. It was like 30 quid for 8 packs. And then we got 2 prize packs at the end. So it was like £3 a pack, which is insanely good. So I just wanted to shout out Darksphere, because that's really good. There's a lot of talk in the community about like how much variance there is in terms of Flesh and Blood events, in terms of how much they cost. So good to shout out places that are doing, good prices for their events. But the sentiment was fine. Looking forward to drafting. I'm going to go to a pro quest. So I'm looking forward to getting some drafting practice in. But yeah, I think it seems like a set that would probably draft well. There's a lot of life gain. I haven't played the set enough to know if that's a problem. But I think with 30 card decks and with 2 of the heroes not having a weapon, then it should be okay, I think. It does obviously gives an advantage to Florian and Aurora, because they can just swing a weapon at you forever if needed. But yeah.
Fair enough. I didn't go to any.
What about you, mate?
I didn't go.
I was going to say.
No, I didn't go to any. I don't know if this is the right idea, but for me, it's the last pre-release I went to was Outsiders.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's mostly because I like the participation prizes to have like a big sort of like a bit of a draw to it. And I think the last pre-release I went to that I felt was like, this is just really cool, was Outsiders, because we got those cold foil, frailty, blood rot, inertia, and ponder tokens in cold foil. And just to have that as a participation prize, I mean, that's really cool. Like, I'm going to be happy owning them, because you're going to give it to me. So they're not like tokens that, do you know what I mean? They're tokens I just feel like they're going to come up and I'm going to want to have them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this time we got the cold foil
Macro
Sanctuary,
which is like it's cool.
No, it's
but
not.
You're never. But it is cool.
It's beautiful.
It's free ultimately. So
well, it's not.
But
free.
at the end of the day, once Rosetta is done, you're never going to use it again.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you got a random rainbow foil equipment for the set as well.
Yeah, it's
imagine if the lightning cold foil rune chant, was in the pre-release pack.
I cannot remember what because I don't think because Dusk Till Dawn didn't have a pre-release.
No,
because it was and then the next one was Bright Lights, and they gave you cold foil base equipment, which was like
Dusk Till Dawn did actually have a pre-release.
No, it didn't.
Oh, it had a weird.
It had a weird monarch thing.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually think I went to that. I think because I honestly can't remember. I don't remember it, so I'm going to say I didn't go. But Bright Lights, I didn't go to that because I didn't really want the base equipment stuff. And then Heavy Hitters, I think they gave us you get a cold foil. What was it? It was the one that says get a gold.
Oh, starting stake.
Yeah, you get a cold foil starting stake. I was like, I don't care about that. And then part of the misfail, you got a cold foil.
It was a chakra. One of the chakras.
I don't care about that because do you know what I mean? And I know that a lot of people
want to. My fab knowledge is good.
Oh, that is good.
As you can tell, I've been to every single pre-release
and I think
every set.
For me, it is cool, but like I'm just getting 6 packs, and the 6 packs you'll be paying 30 more. You're paying more money to get 6 packs, but the reason you're paying more money is because you want to get those 6 packs a bit early. I get, and it's not discounting the fun of meeting up with everyone. That's the ultimate point.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the pre-release is my favorite Flesh and Blood's event.
Yeah.
So far.
I feel that I get that same enjoyment, and this is just me and my personal take on it. I get that enjoyment from going to RTNs and ProQuests. That is, I meet up with my friends. We're going to jam some games. I brought the deck along. Yada yada yada. I feel like I'm paying £30. I know that you'll get more because you're getting packs for that £30 for the pre-release or whatever. That's just how I view it, and I'll only go if there is a thing that I want for a part of a collection of. Part of my collection to do stuff.
I just like the vibes at pre-release. I think they're always strong vibes.
Don't to defend it. I'm just saying that's why I just looked at it. Well, no, I'm happy.
Have to.
No, I'm just saying that's if people go, why didn't you go? I also just had shit on. You know what I mean? I've got to tell my family.
So to be fair, I only went to one this time. Normally I would go to more than one, and I've decided actually I don't need to go to more than one. I think just one is enough. And especially with just the cold foil macro, it's like I don't need two of those. And I thought I really enjoyed going to the one that I went to, and I didn't need to go to any more, and it was great. And it was just a nice chill Saturday, seeing some peeps. But yeah, I agree. I think I'm actually quite happy with the stuff we get for free at the moment. I think it's pretty.
No, that's fine. I think it's
better, but
it's contextual.
Anything could be better. I just like the fact we get 8 packs instead of 6. To be honest, I
think it's contextual, but I personally think that giving away cold foil draft equipment is a weird one, because I prefer to if they put this in example, like the lightning rune blade rune chant is cold foil. I'd go, because that's something I feel like it's not tied to limited stuff.
I completely
all the
get
other
that.
sets just went, you get this cool stuff in limited, and it's like, you're gonna chuck me hundreds of these things. I can't take this along to a draft night. I don't really know what I'm doing with this really shiny, cool, beautiful piece of art, but I'm never gonna put it in a CC deck. Whereas Outsiders was the last one that went, no, these are that's a clever move, because I can put this in my limited decks. I can bring them along to all of my draftable stuff with me. I can also put it in my CC and Blitz stuff. And I think when you make cold foil tokens, that goes way further than cold foil draft equipment. It's like, and that's.
I don't think they even really do cold foil draft equipment. It's always rainbow foil.
Well, the last, I don't know,
the bright light thing was a bit of an exception.
It's just that's just my sort of hot
as a
thing
brief,
about pre-release.
As a brief intermission before we do what's hot, what's not.
Yeah,
I really like the art cards. The pack.
Okay.
I
don't
know. It's weird because it's like I didn't think I would, and then I realized as I was opening packs, I was like, I kind of like this.
This is fun. I enjoy it.
About it, it's just like we're not losing anything. It's just on the back of the token, the macro token, and it's kind of fun.
On the flip side, I didn't enjoy getting 2 Rosetta title cards in my case.
That's such a tease, because you see it and you're like, oh, Marvel.
And
then you're like, oh.
I was gutting.
What do you mean?
There's just like a little Rosetta thing, but it's got like the colourful edge, so it looks like it's like a full art card, but it's not.
You know they do the plain art card and the cold foil art card.
What? Like a full art.
There's just the Rosetta logo. No, it's just like the Rosetta logo.
In
cold foil.
Yeah, I got two non-foil ones. In my case.
I thought they do they come in cold foil?
They do come in cold foil.
Oh, that's a bit weird. I wouldn't want that.
So they're in the cold foil expansion slot, and as Trip says, they look like a Marvel whatever, and then you're like, oh no, it's just a Rosetta card.
It's like when I see the Marvel Rosetta, I'm always a bit like, oh, that's really cool, but I don't need that.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but you wouldn't be unhappy if you pulled it.
I would be unhappy, but I'd rather
beautiful.
Genuinely, and like if we just ignore the fact that I could sell it and buy this,
Yeah.
I would rather have a rainbow foil bark, whatever, of the Millennium Rainbow Tree of joy and happiness than the Marvel Rosetta.
I don't know.
Because I need the bark skin.
Yeah,
obviously I could just sell the bloody Rosetta and buy the bark skin and something else. But that's kind of when I'm opening packs, I'm looking for cards that I can play.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's why I was happy about my Marvel Florian.
But
because
you
I was
say
like, well, I'm going to play that.
But you say that, and that's what I find weirded out about this art card. It's like
they're just weird and fun. This is the thing, Hamish. I also was like, what the hell is this? This is silly. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm putting them together.
Oh,
these ones.
The big picture.
Oh, I thought you meant that silly. It's got Rosetta written on it.
No,
that's what I was talking
Simon
about.
went off on that.
They
bit,
suck.
But what I mean is
I was like,
the 3x3, and you get the big picture. They look really good. They look great.
I don't mind. Yeah, I don't mind that because you're just gonna get a token, and they just went. This token sucks.
Exactly.
This token sucks. No one cares about it. But let's make a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I really hope I get like Acilio's whatever Acilio's limbs are.
I tell you what,
I'm missing Acilio's midriff.
I tell you what, it'll also do. Maybe it makes the single sellers go, well, I guess we could sell them for, I don't know. That now these tokens.
You can if you've got Verdance's feet. That's apparently what you can do is sell them.
Is that what you've been doing, Simon?
I wish. No, I have seen them going online for like $5 to $10 a pop.
Oh my god!
Did you? This community, man.
It's so
there's something about LSS. They love
the
feet. They love the feet.
Right,
I don't think you can put that on LSS, mate. I think
all this talk.
That's our burden to bear.
I'm gonna go get another beer.
Wow! He's leaving He's leaving us unattended.
Fosters. I hope he doesn't mute himself again when he's going to get.
Yeah, that would be silly. What have we got in the background there? The Hoover.
We got the Hoover. We got the
posters.
Down poster as always. I think that's. What is that?
What is that?
It's the fake bookshelf that I thought was a real bookshelf.
Yeah, the fake bookshelf. Just to spoil the illusion.
Did we talk about how I thought that was a real bookshelf on the podcast, or did we keep that to? I think we did.
I think that was a barbecue thing.
Yeah.
So
they're not real.
Well,
no, they are real. Carry on.
Did you see the Battle Hardened results over the weekend?
What? The double Kano final?
The double Kano final, but more interesting than the double Kano final was the composition of the top 8.
Is it the calling or the Battle Hardened where there was a cat?
The Battle Hardened. Yeah. Wasn't the calling draft?
No offense to Sydney, but yeah, your meta's wild.
That's only where you're going there. You've already offended the Australians with your Fosters.
Yeah, well, this Fosters is as good as your meta.
So the top 8 for the Battle Hardened
Katsu
was 2 Kanos, a KO, 2 Auroras, a Florian, an Enigma, and a Katsu.
I was going to do the meme, but it's meant to be at the Americans, but I'll just change it to Australia. It's like Australia's always banging on about how they've got this, how they're more free than any other country, and I kept thinking my country is just as free as yours are. Then I watched the Battle Hardened and I thought, I understand now. Australia is so free.
That would work if it was
done right.
The meme. Yeah, good try though. You have to think of something original for Australia instead.
Crikey! Look at that, mate.
Great stuff, mate. Yeah. You're knocking out the park today with these Fosters drunk from a glass.
It's just an offence in every way. Yeah, no, weird. I didn't watch much of it. I was just quite busy throughout the weekend, but I sort of just jumped in. And yeah, I've heard that there was like a really big fatigue Florian deck that is scaring the meta a little bit. With the count your blessings being a count your blessings being a massive
gain 9 life.
Yeah, all that. So there was that going on. Aurora was in the mix as well. I think the double Kano final was a bit wild. I think I heard some Enigma players sort of debate whether that the Enigma player lost, right? The Kano player won. So whatever. But I don't want to look. I don't think it's worth you're not going to look at that and go, you know what I mean? Like Kano got a massive hit. That Enigma matchup is not easy. It's not that easy. So you can pull it off, and they did. But seeing a double Kano final did surprise me, but I was a little bit I don't think it also says a lot in the bigger picture of things either, if that makes sense. It just sort of says that Kano isn't out, which is fine, but I don't think Kano is also crazy, if that makes sense. Because
I do think LSS are hoping that Kano LLs pretty soon.
I think we all do, because Kano's a bit of a.
I think he would have done, and then they hit a few things in the ban restricted list, and it's a bit more up in the air now.
There's no way you would have. It would have. This game. See, the talk of Flesh and Blood events would be so. I don't think it'll be a good meta. I think we'd be kind of bummed out for ProQuest to see all these new cards that Kano got
with tome and with bindels.
It's not.
Yeah.
It would.
I mean, there's a reason
miserable.
they banned the cards they banned, right?
Yeah. You got an Aurora. Oh my god, should be just busted.
Nuts.
Yeah, just yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what, you almost killed me, but I guess I'll just play Tome with Go again, gain 5 health, draw 2 cards, and yeah, right. Just, do you know what I mean? Just so I don't know, to say the least. But it was I didn't see the sealed stuff. I'm not in that sort of mood for limited for this set at all. I have no events that make me need to sort of think about limited in this set whatsoever. So I'm just focusing mostly on CC. But is there anything that you noticed, Simon or Trip, if you paid attention to it?
No, I think it's just I think it's early days. I think the top 8 looked like a meta that had just come out, it's just out, right?
Yeah,
a weekend before, that weekend. And I think Katsu was interesting, but I think, like you said, I think it's, if the meta's a bit all over the place, some of the more consistent decks can.
I heard it was like an old school, even bigger than that Katsu.
Yeah, why not play
value?
Play aggro in a new spicy meta, right? Where people haven't refined their decks. Aggressive decks will do quite well, and especially on hits and stuff. Always powerful in any tournament. Katsu can still do work. It's a shame what the position Katsu's in, and I think the support that was printed for Katsu was not really the support he needed.
Underwhelming.
Well, imagine if that card was this card's name is also Bonds of Eternity or something.
Yeah.
It was just a 0 for 4 that could be Bonds. Then suddenly it's okay. Now I can play Dishonor again, because I always used to say, Katsu will be fine.
Yeah. How do you feel about that,
Trip?
No.
Well, because
how do you feel that Bonds of Ancestry is banned? I mean, we didn't sort of touch on this last episode, but for Katsu they banned Dishonor.
Yeah, so they need to print a replacement for Bonds, or a card that says this card also has the name Bonds of Ancestry as soon as possible, because they essentially banned Dishonor for Katsu, and Dishonor is kind of one of the most interesting cards in the game. Especially for Ninja. There's nothing else quite like it in Flesh and Blood, and it's such an interesting concept. It's a real shame that's kind of been moved out. Literally, you can't do it without doing some weird stuff. So yeah, it is disappointing. I'm more disappointed about that than I am losing Bonds. Though, Bonds was busted.
Yeah.
But this would have been a bit obviously too late in the print cycle but if they'd printed whatever. But
funny that
I don't know really.
Yeah, I think Bonds of Ancestry was thrown into the mix, but I think the books were always going to got. And I think after the Zen performance, they went like that was just like and this is going in because.
Well, it's so high. We talked about this so many times, but it's such a high rate. Insane. 0 for 8 over 2 attacks. It is like I don't know how it was printed.
Should we?
But anyway,
should we do our showpiece?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Right, I'll just do it.
News. No, sorry, I got.
What's hot and what's not? Hey.
He's still got it.
He's still got it.
He still got it.
I'm an old man of Fab these days. I don't know what's left.
Let's shotgun our way through this.
Yeah, we go. I think, haven't we?
Yeah. Should we start with Katsu? Seeing as we've just started.
We'll start off with Welcome to Rave. Katsu, boys, hot or not?
He's not hot.
No, he's not hot.
Sadly,
he's been kicked on and spat on and thrown in the bin. Poor boy.
He'll come back.
Dory.
So is Bravo, to be fair.
All right. Well, who's leading this, Simon?
You are. Come on.
Dory.
Not hot.
Nah, she's not hot.
Not hot.
No. She's not hot.
Not even with axes.
She's not. No, she's not hot.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, we're going to premise this, and it's still going to be not hot for Dory and Katsu, so don't think anything of it. Calling Leon.
So much for the
Calling
shotgun.
Leon is this weekend. This is what hot and what not is going to premise.
Yeah, what's going to be in the top 8?
What's going to be what's hot and what not for Leon? Okay, Dory and Katsu are a no. Bravo is a no.
No,
he's a no.
He's a no. He sucks. That's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
He just sucks. Reiner?
No.
I'm gonna say not hot.
No.
I'd just rather play KO at this point.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything. He's not pushing anything different. Anyway, let's move on.
It might be worth pushing some of these heroes out. To be honest, at some point.
All right.
I wonder if Hamish. I wonder if LSS will ever do that. Just push out.
No, I think they just quite. No, I think they'll just go. Yeah, they're fine. They'll just stay there as that legacy heroes forever. Arcane Rising. Let's start off with a good one, an easy one. Azalea.
Well, if it's going to be, are they going to be in the top 8? I'm not entirely sure they will be.
I'm going to say she's hot.
Yeah,
I know why you're saying that, but I don't agree.
Okay, why do you think I'm saying that?
I think the amount of disruption she can cause versus some of the heroes out there could be really useful.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's shown that over time, the tools she has available to her have been effective.
Mm-hmm.
Like Red in the Ledger is just a ridiculous card, and now she can do more of that more of the time.
Well, it's just okay. She hasn't had major upgrades, but she is not.
I'm on the fence.
She's not bad. Like, would you be shocked to see Azalea in the top 8 of Leon? Would you be shocked?
I wouldn't be shocked.
And that's my point. That's why she's hot.
But I don't expect to see her in the top 8, so I guess she's not hot.
You don't think she's hot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think she's hot.
Wild. Yeah. Okay. Dash. I'm not going to say IE. I think that's rubbish.
We always have this conversation about Dash.
Mechanologist, isn't it?
No, it's Dash Inventor Extraordinaire. But
yeah,
it's just Dash. Right. Hot or not?
Not hot.
I think she might be hot.
Okay. I
think
she needs to know what's going on. And that's why I'm going to put her for Leon, not hot. But she will get... She's not out. She's just not hot for Leon, I don't think.
I didn't say that, but we're talking about Leon, and I don't think she's hot for Leon.
No, she's not hot for Leon. Not hot.
I'm gonna say hot.
Not Azalea. Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you want to give a little...
So much judgment
little flavours, just a small snippet of why?
I just think that she has overperformed in the past. And she's got basically you can run 2 decks.
Trip. Dash is never hot, remember.
I know she's never hot, but I think I've been wrong so many times that I'm going to give her a hot this time.
Okay.
You've been hurt before.
She has been actually genuinely well positioned in this part of the Mistfell set. because she was actually well positioned. Even in heavy hitters, she was underrated, well positioned. This one, I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably turn around and get it all wrong, but I just don't think she's going to be hot. Viscerai. I'm going to let you boys give me your opinions.
I'm going to say hot. I'm going to say hot.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think it's a hard one. I think
mine's more wishful
I would
thinking.
say, is there going to be a Viscera in the top 8? Yeah, I think there could be.
You guys don't play enough flesh.
More so than Azalea.
No, we don't. You're right.
No.
Come on.
No. Okay. Sorry, everyone.
Put us out of our misery, Hamish. Come on.
No, I don't. Viscerai's not hot, and he won't get in the top 8 of Leon.
I don't know though.
No, he won't.
I don't know about that.
I got the new toys. He is better. I want to first and foremost say this.
He still doesn't
he is
really have a
way
weapon,
better.
does he?
But he is.
Rosetta.
No, Rosetta's huge. But Warmongers is
yeah,
a thing.
It hurts.
You're playing against yourself, for one. You put 30 cards in your... And I know people are going to go, oh, that's Wolverine Sky's deck. Sure, you take your OTK deck to this and have fun, right?
I don't know why
Good
you're
luck.
playing OTK Viscera.
Well, I don't know. With all this
OTK
fatigue,
Florian
that is a
instead.
legit strategy.
You just play Florian instead. Like, why are you
Just play
playing
Florian
Viscera?
instead. Yeah, I get it. I know. I haven't worked out what this other deck is, but right now you just go, cool, I play Skies, I play all these cards that says I attack your hand with Succumb to Temptations and all that, blah, 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 blah. It's pretty good. He's way better, but it's just not cooking at the minute. I think Azalea's pretty
What do you reckon,
good.
like B tier?
Yeah. Easy bit. He's B tier.
Whoa, stop. What the hell?
Tier B?
We're not doing tiers.
There's no B tier, Simon.
There's no
It's
tiers.
what's
It's hot or what's not.
There's
No, I'm just
tiers.
clarifying for further.
No,
I don't want to hear
that's
any
tier
talk. Any tier talk.
I actually responded to you, gave you a tier list, and then told you off. I'm joining Trev in mid-argument.
Sickening.
Yeah. Not hot.
Good God. You think you know a person and they throw a B tier at you.
Kano.
Kano's hot.
He's hot.
He's not hot.
He's hot.
Oh, he's definitely hot.
No, he's not. That Sydney meta, whatever, bro. Sure, he's not hot. He's hot. No, he's not. He's
definitely hot.
He's not. He's in the viscera.
He's got so much amp and he's got wildfire.
Oh! Anyway, let's move on.
Let's just go.
Okay. And then it's Terzavaria, and then it's Monarch. Bolton.
Not hot.
Not hot.
Not hot.
I don't know. No, he's not. No, he's not hot. No. Levia. I'm going to say this because fuck you, Ethan. He's not hot.
No, I adamantly think she's not hot, but I got told off by my locals. They think she's hot.
Yeah. No, she's not.
I don't know.
Oh, but Call to the Grave, bro.
Call to the Grave is. I doubt it's enough. I doubt it's enough.
Oh, it's
I think
it's cool.
Cool cards.
Yeah.
Full up's insanely good.
I'll put a block 2 in and I can banish cards. Right, yeah, whatever, bro. I don't care. Right, yeah, she's powerful, but I don't.
Not at Leon.
No, not at Leon. Not hot for Leon. Okay, Terzavaria. Moving on. Uprising. Move 5.
No, 5.
Five's not hot. Yeah,
moving on. Ironically, the hot hero is lukewarm and really cold. In fact, he's dog shit. So
just pile it on.
Yeah, he's so bad. How did the world champ become this? It's literally.
Well, they banned all his cards, mate. They didn't ban all his cards. Honestly, they got rid of old Belittle.
Yeah, the day they got rid of a Belittle, you watched him go. No. But he won a world championship without Belittle.
Belittle was pretty good.
Anyway, no, Fire's absolutely dog shit and never hot. So, moving on to Dynasty. Arachne, speaking of another hero that is never going to get anywhere and is not hot.
I don't think so. No.
And why? Because there's just a better hero to pick.
Yeah. It's a couple now.
Like Outsiders, Azuri.
was just gonna say not hot for Azuri.
No.
Not hot.
She does surprise. Like we had that tournament where she
could
did
be
really well,
but not for
it's-
Leon.
I think we said like someone might pilot it really well and take it to the top, but
Azuri's, it's you need to know the meta. That's the assassin's best trick is knowing the target. If you don't know the target, not hot. Riptide.
I don't
Not
think
hot.
it's Riptide's meta at the moment.
It could be. I think that fatigue one has really put a spanner in the works. Because I think I think Aurora was actually going to come out. We'll get over to this, but I think really what's premising a lot of these decisions for me is
Aurora being good.
Aurora being good. Aurora is an aggro deck, and you always go start of the meta. Aggro is pretty good, and Riptide would slot into that world fairly nicely. He's positioned himself to be pretty good against Zen, so he's established I am an aggro killing machine.
Yeah.
But we don't know, and Fatigue's actually thrown it in the air. And if Fatigue's getting to a thing, and Enigma, well, I don't know. But I'm going to say not hot.
I don't think he's hot. I think he's a very meta-dependent hero, and I think he's a great pick in a certain meta. And I think people that picked him up in the Zen meta were very smart. But I think the meta is going to be a bit different at the moment, so not hot.
Early
Great.
days.
Cool
early
hero
days.
though.
I think that's it from Outsiders, and then we move over to Dusk Till Dawn, and we've got Prism.
I don't even know what Prism does anymore.
No, Prism's dead.
No, surely not. I think Prism.
Not hot.
I think Prism is she's definitely lost an incredibly powerful card with Tome of Divinity. She's probably
yeah. Sorry, I forgot she didn't. She lost Tome.
Oh, Tome of Divinity was
definitely
Tome of Divinity.
no.
But I've been told quite often that Tome of Divinity is actually a sideboard card. It's not a mainstay need to have card. It's just good. You need.
I
to have
think it's what they play against the heroes they can't beat though, because isn't it like when you want to try and beat a.
It's like a kill turn, isn't it?
Yeah, when you need to go over something dumb. So I think it really messes with their tough matchups. So I think it's got to be a not.
I agree with you there. I think it's a not hot, but I think she's joined the ranks of I need to fight. She's actually very good at fighting a particular meta, and she's actually very good at fighting, like, either a fatigue heavy meta or an aggressive meta. She can design her deck to take on something very well. But if she doesn't know what she's dealing with, she hasn't got the flexibility to kind of lean-ish into like an all-round strategy what she had, because Tone of Divinity's gone. Like the Iris builds into Guardians and slow metas is really good. It's really, really good. But it's not good against aggro. But then you just throw Heralds at them. So I think it up in the air, so I don't think she's hot, you're right. Vincent.
I don't think
I'm gonna say hot.
Okay.
But
hot for Leon.
That's based on not for Leon.
Okay, so she's not hot for Leon. Now
I think there's a deck there.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
There. I just don't. I think it's not a Leon deck. You know.
No. Okay, that's fair. I have been playing her a lot. She's been coming. I've been playing Viserai and her quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She is currently a very. If you said to me, I'm going to sleeve up and play Vincent at Leon, I wouldn't laugh at you. I'd go, yeah, cool.
I wouldn't laugh at you.
No. I'd say, good. This is cool. I think you're actually going to do reasonably well. Is this a hot pick to take to Leon, though? No. So I don't think she's hot enough to get into like a top 8 of Leon or anything like that. But only just not hot. Like I would love to say hot. It's so close to me saying it, but I just don't think she's.
We'll see. I'd like to see her. She's getting better and better. She's getting there.
Yeah, it's just. In fact, her hero ability just sucks. It just sucks. I wish it just said May, but it doesn't. So we're moving on.
If it said May, it would be busted though, right?
So we're moving on to the bright lights. We have got Tekla Vossen, the man that is positioning himself to be the Fatigue Lord.
But he does have Arcane Barrier now, so that is a plus.
He does.
He does have Arcane Barrier now. That is a plus. He is now riding the wave of Sigil. What's it? What's the? It's not Sigil. It's called Count Your Blessings.
How the hell did that happen? They just
It's
printed
just
this hero
fatigue.
without Arcane Barrier. And it's just like, whoops.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I don't think
He's
I
not
want to
hot.
say hot
No,
because I
he's
don't
not
really
hot.
know the hero, and I just don't. I'm thinking very like to give a spoiler. I'm thinking Florian's
No.
pretty great, and I just don't think these fatigue heroes play up well against Florian.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So
I'm not convinced.
Simon,
Not hot.
not hot. Okay.
Okay.
Any reason, or do you just agree?
Got a good mustache.
Everything that's been said has been very sensible.
He's
Okay.
physically hot, but not
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah. I agree.
But not
So
in the
Simon,
game.
I'll lead you off with
The shoe?
Max.
Again, he's trying to be an aggro combo deck, and it's just not there. Like,
Do you
he's
not
not
think?
hot. No.
Okay. And so you don't think his playstyle is going to jam? The combo's strong.
The combo's strong, but it takes too long. I don't
But-
think it's there.
But does it take too long? Do you think the game is slowed down enough for his combo to be relative? Because I agree, relevant. Because I agree, pre-books, yeah, you get rinsed, but post-bans, have we got time now?
Not for
I don't
Leon.
know.
Not for
I
Leon.
don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Trip, hot or not?
I'm gonna say not. I don't know.
I
Well
would.
enough.
You know what? I'm gonna go out and say hot. I think there is. I think
You
that
think
is
it's gonna be in the top 8?
I think there's a hot take there. Yeah, I will.
I think it's a hot
that's
take,
my
but-
that's my throw out there. I think there actually could be some wild room for Max to do a thing.
Okay.
I think that the pace is slow enough for his combo can really smash out a big turn against fatigue decks.
Yeah.
And he can actually survive long enough against the current speed of the aggro heroes to go, and it's combo time. You know what I mean? I think that, and it's not a hard setup like it is with Viscerai. I think Enigma's just that, again, as a hero that really puts a lot of things in flux. I don't know how he'll do against that, but that's my hot take. I think he might be a bit hot. Dash.io.
Right.
Hot. This armory deck she's gonna get pretty
I was
wild.
gonna say I think I quite like Dash.io.
She's hot.
I think it can definitely be in the top 8. I think what
Yeah.
I've said so far, and I think I quite like Dash.io as just some people just seem to be able to pilot that deck.
I know.
just going
Do you know
really
what?
well.
Here's someone's.
But having five cards
Yeah.
on your turn is quite, or 6 cards on your turn is quite.
Yeah.
And some of these items are mad, right, man?
Yeah.
Some of these, especially against some of the heroes that are coming up. Some of these weird items, are crazy.
This might excite you, and you guys might get this. She kind of plays like, if you know how to play Briar, she's like Briar. Because you know when Briar just goes, I creepers in these like weird. I do this on this turn.
Yeah,
I've got to organize this properly, and if I get this, I hit. So, and that's what Boom Grenade is.
You can use it as a sort of surrogate embodiment of lightning. The crank mechanic can be like quite flexible.
Yeah, it's about timing the stuff in the right order, and you got some rubbish cards that do nothing, but it's how you push these non-attack actions, i.e., items, to maximize the value of this turn, and you string it on, and that it feels like Briar. And after when I saw that, I watched it play, and I go, yeah, you know what, I get it. It's not the same sort of thing, but you got to synchronize really well. When you do, the payoff's massive.
Yeah, I think I like what Mechologist can do at the moment, and I think I like the dashes more than the Max and Teklo. So I'll stick with the 2 dashes just because of the tools they got. They got a lot of tools, you know.
Yeah,
got a lot of items.
Let's move on to heavy hitters. I'm going to go through these 2 real quick. Betsy,
Not hot.
not hot.
Not hot.
No, she's cool new card, but maybe she could play this fatigue plan. But that's all she's got. Olympia.
Not hot.
No, he's such a weird thing. They got rid of the one card he can use, cash out. I mean, it was cash in.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, this hero's just
Lol.
unfortunately so forgettable in every way.
Catching strays, man. Catching strays.
Yeah, he got catsued, literally. And Victor.
Oh, not hot, but
not
I had
hot.
forgotten about Victor. I don't really like the
hot.
Guardians at the moment.
Victor
Guardians
is the
can
best.
sit back down again.
Victor is the best Guardian. Is he going to do well at Pro Tour?
No.
Not Pro Tour? Sorry, Leon.
Oh, Pro Tour?
No, Leon.
I don't know.
Leon.
But Leon, no, I don't think so.
All right, now,
do you know who really is the best Guardian?
Who?
Florian. Florian's the best Guardian.
Florian's not a Guardian, man. Don't you dare say
don't let's not go there. But I'll go with Victor as I honestly don't know, but my gut feeling tells me that he's not hot. But I'd be happy to be proven wrong. I think I just haven't seen what he can do.
I don't like the Victors we were seeing were targeting Zen quite a lot. And I'm not sure that they target.
No, I tell you what, I know exactly why I'm going to say
way.
not hot.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's Enigma.
Well, yeah, and also I just don't think they play that well into some of these new decks that are just like, yeah, sure, we'll just block out and make rune chance.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It feels like for the first time ever, your aggro matchup, like new meta aggro hero. What's the aggro hero? I think everyone's just like God, these aggro heroes just like since we lost all that power from Art of War, and then you just got Aurora and Acilio, and you just seen all that power gone, and you sort of think, crikey, these cards were really pushing these guys.
We've had this conversation before, but I think probably the best aggro. Oh, maybe we'll disagree on this, but I think the best aggro hero is KO.
No, Aurora's what for this meta? What this new set?
Well, Aurora, sure. New heroes, ignoring the new heroes. But like, if we think about like who survived the best out of, well, we are basically right because we just did Victor, and now we're on KO.
Yeah, okay.
Because KO is like, I get to keep my draw too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nobody else did.
No.
So I'm happy. So that's why I would say KO.
Leviah did.
Oh, sure.
Okay, well, let's talk about KO. Hot or not?
I think KO's hot.
Yeah,
he's still hot.
I think KO's
yeah. He's hot because it's a new meta and he's gonna stomp on people.
Yeah, he was
consistent.
He was just not as powerful as Zen. That was it.
Yeah.
And
so aggressive.
Yeah. He hasn't.
He's more consistent. Yeah.
Well, then, what post Zen or
Zen?
Post Zen?
Well, I mean, Zen's ceiling was higher.
No. Sorry, no. KO couldn't stand a chance against anything Zen was doing, like at all.
Yeah, right.
Like Zen just goes, War's an Arsenal. I'm ready to go.
Because KO never had any disruptions, so it was just a numbers game, right? Well, sorry, he had the hat. But apart from that, he didn't really have much disruption.
Yeah, weakest link.
Yeah, I guess, and he can play CNC as well. Yeah. But that's kind of your standard package, right? Like
anyway,
moving on. So KO's hot. Well, now we're moving over to part of the Mistveil. Oh, all right. I'll throw out an easy one. Well, maybe not an easy one.
Easy?
Don't know. I think this is a weird one. Zen.
I genuinely don't know the answer to this question. He must still be good, right?
No,
he must be.
No, he's not.
He must be. No. How could he fall so far in so short a time?
Bro, you take away.
Oh, I don't know. We take away
Bonds of Ancestry.
12 of his cards. Yeah, I guess maybe that would have an impact.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still like the old.
The question is there a Tigers deck out there?
Yeah. But
there's the OG. There's the OG Warburton build, right? That got name checked in the article.
I'm gonna say hot.
Okay, cool. But let's just be clear, Trip, that the OG deck ran out of War because that's what made the Tigers get +1.
Yeah.
You got
So
rid
now
of
you've got to
Art
run Roar of the Tiger or something like that. Yeah.
It's just the card of no. I ran into a
That's
couple
a
of
very
Zens
good
in
point.
my way
That's
of
a very good point, Hamish.
yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Art War's a massive deal in this deck.
Yeah.
As ninja players, you know, Art War for Fi for Katsu, it's a good solid card, and they all utilized it, needed it, and it's gone. I played into it against with a Vin set, and I was like, okay, I'm expected to get a bit bummed out here, right? And this is just anecdotally. It just didn't have that same threat. Yeah, he does things, but it's just not the same. So yeah, he's not hot.
They got rid of
He's
Orion
dead.
as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
They got
Yes.
so. I don't think he's hot because
No.
I think these days I'd just rather play KO if I was gonna go.
Yeah.
If I want to
get
go
aggro.
aggressive deck, I'll just play KO. The
Well, I'd
consistency.
rather. I'd go. And actually, I would play KO.
You go Aurora. Would you go? We can get to that in a minute.
Yeah,
I
we'll
guess.
get to that.
Yeah.
But I'd actually probably would
Like
agree with you and go with KO for sure. But no, Zen is not hot, not at all. He's dropped to the ninja tier, which is not very good at the minute.
The ninja tier.
Yeah. Enigma, hot.
I think Enigma is hot.
Yeah, Enigma's hot.
I think she's the hottest illusionist.
Yeah, she should. I wouldn't be like she was so could have been in that final. And I know that's like whatever. You know, he didn't, but she is really bullying on a lot of decks, like massively bullying on a lot of decks at the minute. And she preys on fatigue, going, "Oh, I'm going to go really slow." She's like, "All right, fine, I'll just build loads of ward on it. What are you going to do?" You know, she's preying on a lot of aggro. She can't deal with all of them. But she does prey on a hell of a lot of heroes, so very hot. Very hot.
Yeah, I think she's got the space now that she needed. I think she benefited a lot from the ban and restricted announcement in terms of giving her a couple of extra turns, I think is really, really powerful. And she didn't really rely on any of those cards. So, yeah, I don't think she relied on... I don't know, maybe there's some builds out there, I don't know. But like, I think she's very happy with the meta. And I think she could probably win accordingly.
I agree.
In my prediction, I think she might actually win it.
I agree. No.
Not hot.
No. Assassin thing. What's the target? I fundamentally believe she needs to know what she's aiming for. And if Enigma's really good, that's really bad. So, yeah, I don't think... I think there's quite a few heroes that I'd say not hot. I just want to be very clear. We're not saying they're not good. I just don't think they're going to be hot.
No, that's the whole premise of the show.
Yeah. Well, no, some of them are not good. But some of them are being put in the not hot, and it's not because they're not good. They are good. They're just not hot for Leon. I don't think there is. Simon, anything?
Again, she needs to target. Enigma's too good.
Yeah. Okay, and then we're on to our last set. Well, I think we've done this pretty well. We're on to Rosetta.
That was quick.
I'm going to start with an easy one and say Acilio.
I don't really think Acilio...
I don't think he's hot.
No, Acilio is not hot. It is just...
I like him.
I do one weakest link and you go, pick a card. I honestly can't block. Just one disruption turn, you go... I can't do anything. You're right. Look at all these cards. I might just have no cards in my hand. I don't do anything. No, it's not hot. Not. I'd even go as far as to say I don't think he's that good either.
He's got very little health as well. Which,
if he had books,
I think he could. If he had a good old book.
Yeah, if he had Tome of Findel and Tome of the Aetherwind, I think we're going to be talking about something very different. But he doesn't, so he sucks.
I think he could be good one day.
Florian. Oh, Trip's like, oh, here we go.
Best hero in the game.
Hot.
Okay. Interesting.
No, he's okay. He's hot.
Top 8?
Yeah.
Top 8.
Easily.
Trip, I can smell the bias because you like the hero. I
don't think he's going to win it, but top 8 for sure.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
I love him.
You don't like it?
My favorite.
No, I do like it. I think he's fine. I think he's actually probably the most consistent, solid Runeblade hero in the class for sure. I think he's. I just don't know where to place him for Leon. He will be a hero. I'll say not hot for top 8, and someone will show me that I'm wrong, and I'll be like, oh, okay, fair enough. But at the minute, I find him very amazing in mid-range game play.
I think I think with these heroes, we're just going to see such a strong meta share that they have a really high chance of making the top 8.
That's a really good point as well.
And I just think he's very popular. I think he's not as good as people are saying.
No, I don't think.
But I think I there's some interesting ways of building him. I think he just has good fundamentals. I like him more than some of. I think he's like one of those heroes. He's come out at a really fortunate time for himself, and I could see him getting completely shut out of the meta. Similar way to how Viscera used to be like a big part of the meta, and then obviously losing Blood Sheaf was huge, but also just suddenly he was gone, and I could see that happen to Florian as well if the aggression comes back in a really major way, because he does. And I think it'll be a fun time to play Florian, and then it might not be when we get some new heroes who are a bit more aggressive again, or if something changes. But I think definitely top 8. I still pick Enigma for the win. I like Enigma. I think Enigma into Florian's a really interesting game. Would like to watch a few of those.
I think Florian. I don't know. He goes on long enough to make his hero ability work. I honestly just do not know. I really don't know. And that's probably because this hero, like you said, Trip, I think he's just so versatile. But I think people don't know what to land on yet. I honestly think that he hasn't got this, like, he's got too many tools. And I think people will get it wrong for Leon. I
also think no hero will do recursion better than Florian. Like if we saw when we had the sort of fatiguey Dorinthias and the decimator axe Dorinthias, where people were playing super strong, those kind of decks, and we saw like Alex Kitu playing Fatigue Briar.
Yeah.
And this is Fatigue Briar, but better. You can do all the stuff you were doing in Fatigue Briar. You can play an infinite deck, but you also can you could have Grasp making 2 enchants a turn instead of 1. Yeah.
That's what I mean. But
3 damage. But that's every my turn point. Off the blue.
No, but that's
pretty good.
But that's my point, Trip, is that I think that people will not know how to get the correct build for Leon.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think they will just they'll play a mid-range game and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Not bad, fine, but kind of you'll go, I just got blown out by an Enigma for a Mirror Guy turn. I couldn't deal with a Mirror Guy and just can't. I don't do what a number.
There's a lot of choice there, isn't there?
Well,
there's a lot of choice.
I think so, but I think we're fundamentally missing the biggest thing Briar had is that she can generate a go again from
nothing.
Making real powerful cards do 2 things at once, which is not what Florian does. Aurora.
Yeah.
I think Aurora.
Now this is the key. Good. This is the question.
I think she's worth a hot. I think she's worth a hot.
She is hot. She's hot. Yeah, she is hot for sure.
Crazy stuff.
You said you thought Florian was the most consistent Runeblade. I think Aurora is going to push this meta because it's aggro and it's young.
She is the aggro. She is the current aggro hero to beat for sure. And I know KO is going to be in that camp as well. But some of the stuff she does is ludicrous in terms of that damage output. She is going to get hated out by disruption. Stuff like Azalea, which is why I put Azalea as hot. I think Azalea is going to be doing things that's going to bring out the news, the assassins, here's the target. This person does all this. I think she'll slap. Potentially, I don't know if she slaps Florian about. That's the thing. I know she can beat Enigma.
I think it's the big question is what's the Aurora Florian game look like?
Mm.
And I think there's if Aurora plays really well into Florian, I think Aurora's in a really good spot.
Yeah.
That's the question though, is I don't know the answer to that question. I know Aurora can do some crazy stuff. It remains to be seen what Florian can do. Florian has a little bit of Florian has quite a bit of disruption.
No, I think that's the thing that Florian's got going for him, that Felling the Crown and Plow Under are just pushed ludicrous cards. I think Aurora has this one get out of jail free card because she is a Rune Blade, so she has Dideric Carapace, she has Grasp, she has. Do you know what I mean? She has a 7 armor fridge. It's like Fi or Zen. You know when you go, crikey, that's a lot of armor for a person.
That's a lot, yeah.
Playing lots of 0
one turn,
yeah. You got one, but if you can't bring it into the fold, and then the heroes that want to disrupt you then get through.
Yeah.
That she is not overpowered. She's an aggro deck.
Yeah, she's got big resource cost as well.
I think she's perfect candidate for Leon. Like that's. I don't know what's going on. People are going to find this hero out, and she's going to be doing some mad aggro stuff. You're going to see Twitter go, "Gee, oh bloody hell, here we go, another aggro hero." Blah blah blah. Meta will adjust, and then that's when you start seeing heroes that we didn't say was hot start to become a thing. But yeah.
I think she should definitely come in as hot. I think her, Florian, and then I guess the only one we haven't talked about is Verdant.
Wild one. I think she is. I think she's in a better spot. I think in CC than Florian. I think because she's running the same powerful cards. She's got a really crazy endgame with the life gain, rampant growth stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas Florian's endgame is, I'm going to build a load of rune chants, which is awesome, but she does have this. She has, the Stormstriders or whatever sort of package going for her. I have no idea how she goes into Enigma or Aurora, and I think Enigma and Aurora are the litmus test of.
I don't understand how she beats Enigma.
No, I don't either. That's my thing. I think she doesn't.
Well, with Florian, I can see a way.
You see, I can't. As an Enigma player, I'm actually looking at Florian going, I think this is fine.
But I don't know, because I quite like the. I prefer the Florian game. I don't think either of them is easy, but I have no idea how. You got to go huge, right? But then if you're going huge, and Enigma is just suddenly got wards 24 on the board, then what do you do? Right?
That's that's why I don't think Verdant is going to be hot, because I think Enigma is very, very good. I don't think she can deal with that.
Yeah.
I think if you cannot deal with Enigma or Aurora in a meaningful way, I think you need to.
Yeah.
I think they are the two heroes that go, can you deal with one of these really, really well and kind of get by with the other? And if you can, I think you're in a spot. And I don't think Verdant can deal. She cannot deal with Enigma. I don't know how she'll deal against Aurora.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna say not hot. Oh, there you go. That's it.
Well, there you go, guys. That's it solved. So I think what we were saying, we've got Florian, Aurora, Enigma.
I don't agree with Florian.
AO. I'm saying Florian, Aurora, Enigma, KO, Kano, dash for me. I'm sure there was another one in there that I've forgotten.
You said Viscera. Anyway.
Viscera, yeah, hell yeah, man.
Oh, okay.
Viscera's legit.
Mine's KO, IO, Aurora, Enigma, Max. I had that as my wild.
Yeah,
pick.
that's fair.
I think Max is the wild pick.
You've got Azalea in there as well.
I've got Azalea in there. I think that's a fine pick. Yeah, I should pick two more, but I think they're my ones that I would go. Yeah, can see them doing really well. And what was yours, Simon? What were you thinking?
Simon's quite similar, I think.
So yeah, Kano, Aurora, Florian, IO. I think I put Zen in there as well.
You're
Enigma.
Nuts. You're nuts.
I am nuts. I'm a crazy man. You're right.
Sure. Zen.
Well,
okay.
if listeners, if you think we've missed someone, if you think that anyone we've said that's not hot, you think is actually secretly OP, don't tell anybody, and instead go and win Calling Leon.
Yeah.
But if you feel like telling everybody, stick it in the comments, and we'll have a little look. But I think I'm feeling relatively confident with these ones. I think we're disagreeing a little bit. I don't think I think if I saw a Max in the top 8, I don't think I'd be shook. I don't think necessarily.
Yeah, and just as much as if I saw.
Speaking for Hamish, I think if you saw Florian in the top 8, you wouldn't exactly be.
No.
Oh my god, I don't believe
it.
Right?
I think they're all in a range of proving grounds.
Yeah.
I don't know how to quantify this. You are good. I just don't know if you're going to cut the proving ground. And I think Florian, I wouldn't be shocked if he did prove it, but I'm not convinced from right now as we're talking that he probably would cut the mustard in the end. But thank you so much, everyone. This has been
we'll call it there, I guess. It's been a long
fun,
one
guys.
for us because we lost the first 15 minutes or so.
But we still managed to make this an
maybe
hour, 15
we'll release
minutes.
that for the patrons, the no Hamish cut of the. Let us know if you'd like to hear the chat from the start with no Hamish audio.
I'll do it. I'm just going to give you a raw.
It'd be great.
I'll give you a raw cut. I'll give you a raw cut and just put it straight on the Discord. Right.
If you're playing in Calling Neon, good luck. If you're playing in
good luck.
Good luck with ProQuest if it comes out before the next episode. And see you next time.
So.